Okay, so this is part 3. We're going to be moving this geothermal condenser over here and hung from here by a suspended unistrut. We're extending the line set over. Where it's at is just precariously close to that entrance. There's no drain pan. You can't work on the pumps at all. Everything's hidden back here. So we're going to open it up, put a drip pan under it, hang it from right there, extend the line set and the electrical, bring this thing back to where it needs to be to pass inspection. But that's and then we're also going to be doing a controller here, because this is a single stage only zone controller, and we have 2-stage thermostats and a 2-stage heat pump. We want to be able to use that, so we're going to put the proper one in here so that it's not just 100% anytime there's any call for heat or cooling. But other than that, everything up here is doing all right. But it's going to look a lot different when we're done, and we're going to flush it again, and we're going to do a power clean this time, get that water looking crystal clear. No more Flint, Michigan water. Okay. It looks different up here. So this is where we mounted our new unit, and this is staying in the same spot. We flipped our zone board so that it can actually take and manage 2 stages of heat. We set up our blower speeds in here to match the data required for the Climate Master. We got all of our pumps situated on top with the drain pan. So these are real nice connections, no vibrations. We have an open spot here. It's where our pumps were. So you can see this kind of wetter spot. They'd been dripping for a while, and they've had all sorts of water issues with this. And in fact, we created one. After we got everything taken care of with the flush ports to where we could actually get water into this tall one here, and removed this separate. I wanted to show you that, how nasty that was. That just disintegrated in here. All the pitting from the black iron being used. I mean, it just totally trashed their system. But we got all that cleared out. We're easily serviceable. Got this bad boy tuned. Got all the other ones. But while we were doing that, these O-rings started leaking. This system, we've never had more than 5-10 psi up here. The water pressure reducing valve down there was busted, and as soon as I got 50-60 psi in here, over time these started dripping. Later that night it had dripped all the way down and put 20 gallons all over her wall, ceiling, down in the kitchen. So unfortunately we were not able to catch that one, but that was why I recommended from the start that we put one under here. Unfortunately, a trap had already been set that as soon as this got enough water, it just started spraying out of these. And I got pictures of the O-rings. Those O-rings, someone put a pair of channel locks and just tightened. There was no O-ring left when I pulled them out. There was little chunks. So, but we're here now. We're protected. Hopefully we never have to deal with water in the future. But we did get a new ladder, nice rails, and some lighting up here. So it looks a lot different. I think this is going to work really well and last a very long time. We shouldn't have a lot of issues out of this system. Just keep our filters changed. But thank you. So this water heater from the first video, we did the potable side, the domestic side, and the loop side later. This is the redone side of the domestic water. We also put a circulating pump in because the old one was just trashed, not working. put dielectric unions in, made everything look all pretty. The outdoor section here, this is before. So we had some ivy there. It's about the only difference, and we know that'll grow back. That stuff has no problem growing at all. But here is after we've done everything. We put a nice irrigation box in so it was hidden, didn't affect the look of the outside at here. Leveled out all that dirt, put the guard back in. It'll all level out on its own. This is the water heater Geoloop. It was cold on both sides. This is before the repair. So we had cold water coming in, cold water coming out. This is after the repair. We have warm water, earth water coming in, and cooler water leaving. I wish I did that a little better so you could see how much warmer that water was, but unfortunately the hot water pipe is affecting the resolution there. I'll work on that. For the next part here, coming up, we have the rags that were underneath it. This is the stains left on the floor from the drip. As you can see, this gasket, nothing left on it. Nothing at all. So yeah, you just see more rags wrapped in everything. They knew it. This is how I discovered the loop issue to begin with when I was trying to diagnose the high bills, bad performance on all the units, cold water. It's like they didn't have a loop. I got my thermal camera out and I could see it was back feeding water. Now, I did before both pipes were blue until I shut it off for a while. Then it started drawing up warm earth water. But it does make it a little easier to see this way. So you can see how it was clearly putting in colder water. Colder water was hitting the warm pipe, which means that's in backwards. That water heater is going to create cold water all year round. So it's pretty still a bad issue in the summer, but not as bad as an issue in the winter when you want as warm as water as possible. That's a big no-no. Over here, I was going to kind of show you how to identify it without a thermal camera. This one was coming from the outlet of a heat pump nearby, and as you can see, it's going into the pipe with the red tape. And so that's how we know for sure that this is backwards, because you can't have an outlet and an inlet on the same pipe. It is not going to go underground at all. Those pumps are basically in series at that point. I mean, there's very little pressure difference going to go through the water heater and then back into itself. It's going to be running there like it's NASCAR. But all is good now. We've got everything going the right direction. Other than that, not much else to see. I appreciate you watching, sticking with the video, sticking with the series, see where we ended up at. If you'd like your house checked out, if you've just been running through companies, no one can figure out your issues, you're ready for some real answers, I do deploy all my technology and resources to figure out the issues and then give you lots of options so that you can choose what's best for your situation. I'll give you all the information that you need to make a good informed decision. But thank you for watching, and watch the next series. Stay tuned for some more fun. We've got lots of geothermal coming up. Thank you. Bye-bye.